Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about my favorite Netflix and Hulu TV shows and some movies too. So if you want to figure out some new things to watch, hopefully today will help you out. I feel like a lot of people have Netflix, and if you don't have Netflix, you might have Hulu. I don't know. I have both because my parents have Netflix and my friend gave me her Hulu password, so thanks, Logan. I do a lot of TV watching, or at least I used to. I feel like now I'm more busy, but now that we're in quarantine, I have a lot of extra time, so I have been watching TV and movies more often, but I feel like if I'm not, most people are, because we don't really have anything else to do. So let's just jump into that. My favorite show for a while now has been Criminal Minds, which everyone is into like crime and all that stuff, but I love that kind of stuff. You don't have to watch every episode in order to, or like at all, because they're just like new things every week. I mean, if you want to get to know the like main characters, then you're probably gonna want to watch it all the way through, but I just absolutely love that show, and it's a good show because you can start watching it and then go and watch another show, and then you could go right back to it. It's not like you forget what happens, because there's not like a storyline where you have to follow it through episode by episode. Like, I'll watch that and then I'll go and watch another show for a while, and even like weeks later will come by and I'll be like, oh, like I'm done with my other show, I'm gonna go back to Criminal Minds because I just love that show. Okay, my second show to put you on is Love is Blind, which I was really like skeptical to watch because I was like, this show's gonna be stupid, like it's not gonna work. Yeah, there's some errors, like some people are like there and then they just like disappear and you never hear of them again, but it's actually pretty interesting, and watching the whole thing, I have one episode left, the reunion episode. It's pretty like interesting to see. Like, some of the people really annoy me, like Jessica. I don't want to spoil anything, but like she just needs to like figure her stuff out, because she's just doesn't know what she wants, and it's ironic because she tries to say that someone else doesn't know what he wants. But overall, it's pretty good. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty interesting to see how people can like get engaged before they ever meet each other or see each other, and some of them end up staying married, which is pretty cool. Like, one couple started a YouTube channel and I watched one of their videos. The next show I have is Grey's Anatomy, which I know it's pretty basic because everyone's obsessed with that show, but it like just pulls you in. Like, there's nothing like watching Grey's Anatomy and being like Grey's Anatomy is a good show. I haven't even finished watching it. I'm on like maybe the 3rd season, and I just like stopped watching it because I don't really watch TV that often anymore. But I loved that show. It made me cry so many times. There's just so much like happening, and then the drama, and like, I don't know, it's just amazing. Like, everyone loves that show. Show is All American, which if you haven't heard of that, I don't know who you are, because everyone's like obsessed with it. And if you aren't into football, then it has a good drama plot, whatever you want to call it. Like, there's just so much more than football. Like, it brings up a lot of things for like culture and things that like people should be aware of even outside of watching TV. Like, in the real world, it brings up real world issues. If you don't care about that, there's some pretty hot guys, so that's a plus. Next one on my block, I think there's only 2 seasons. It is kind of childish in some ways, but it's also really mature because there's just like a lot of like real world issues that I see in the show, and things that should be, I feel like a lot of shows on Netflix bring attention to like problems in the world, and it gets people to pay attention, but then they just like to watch the show and don't do anything about it in real life. I'm not one to talk, so it doesn't matter. Gossip Girl. That used to be my favorite show in the whole entire world. I would rewatch it again right now, but I'm trying to stay away from rewatching shows because I've already watched Gossip Girl I think 3 times, and I just have an issue with like rewatching shows. Pretty Little Liars, I was gonna say that, but I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. But I rewatched that show I think 4 times. I finished the whole entire show in a month, I think. Like, I was just like addicted to it. I would come home, I'd do my homework, I'd do my chores, and then I'd watch Pretty Little Liars until I went to bed. Like, Gossip Girl is all about the drama and pretty much nothing else. It's like rich people just living their life in Upper East Side of New York, and then the Gossip Girl, you want to figure out who it is. At the very end of the show, you'll figure it out and you'll be shocked, but at the same time it won't be surprising. But don't look it up, you have to watch until the end. The next show, the Dan from Gossip Girl, is the guy from You, which, like, you watch You and you're like, I want to hate him because he is psychotic, but then you remember that like he's Dan from Gossip Girl and you're like, you have to love him because it's Dan. And You, like, it makes you want to think that he's not doing anything wrong. He's like a psychotic murderer, but you want to like him. I don't know why, that's just how it is. But that's a good show too. Oh, The Vampire Diaries. Okay, if you're gonna watch this show, you have to sit through like the first 1 or 2 seasons because the first season sucks. It's so boring and I hated it. And I stopped watching it because I didn't think that the show was gonna be good. Then everyone kept telling me that I needed to watch it, so then I was like, whatever, we'll try again. And I think I gave up on it that time too because I was like, it's not good. But when you get past the first 2 seasons, how do you say that? The first and second seasons, but if you get past it, you will love that show. There's so much, like, you cry all the time, there's so much drama, but then it's also like vampires, so it's like not real, but it's just so good. I love that show. I think I'm gonna start watching it after this, not gonna lie. The Office. Casey loves this show and she got me to watch it, which I didn't really want to watch it, but then I realized that you just like fall in love with it. It's so funny and it's like, see, I was a Friends person. I was obsessed with the show Friends. I watched it like all the time. It was my new Gossip Girl. But then I realized that I had to move on because Friends was getting off of Netflix. So I was like, whatever. And I decided to watch The Office, and I don't think we ever finished watching it, but it's good. Like, if you have nothing else to watch, just watch The Office. I feel like you wouldn't watch it just to watch it. Casey's gonna hate me for saying this. You wouldn't watch it just to watch it, but if you were doing something, you'd like put it on in the background and like pay attention to it, or you could watch it like before bed at night, because I don't like watching scary stuff before I go to bed. But I would be perfectly fine with watching The Office before I go to bed. Like, it's funny. There's nothing scary about it. The only thing that you're gonna do is laugh. So what's wrong with that? I don't really have any movies besides To All the Boys I Loved Before. That's just a cute romance movie. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. And then there's a second one too that was, I don't remember if I watched it. See, I watch everything at my boyfriend's house and then I like fall asleep and don't pay attention to the rest of it, so it's like stupid, but I think I watched it. The next movie that everyone already definitely watched is The Kissing Booth. It's just like another cute movie. I'm not too big on like movies because I guess they take up a lot of time now. And I feel like everything that I like is old and I just rewatch it, so everyone's already seen it before. The one movie I want, like, tell me if it's good, I want to watch Endless Love, because I remember I was in North Carolina and we were watching it, but then we had to like leave in the middle of it and I was like, I want to watch the rest, but I don't want to pay to watch it, and it's not on Netflix, it's not on Hulu, it's like you have to buy it on demand, and I don't want to spend the money to buy it because I'm broke, I guess. But I just want to watch it so bad. Like, I already know it's gonna be my favorite movie if I watch it, but I have to wait for it to be on TV to watch it, and I haven't been able to. This is like 3 years ago that I watched it, but I can't wait to finish watching it. Now, for Hulu, Netflix got rid of my favorite show, One Tree Hill. And if you haven't watched One Tree Hill, you're missing out, because One Tree Hill is like an amazing show. Well, all my shows are like kind of the same. They're all like drama and like high school and everything. But like, I promise you, One Tree Hill is such a good show. I love it. Like, I'm rewatching it for the 3rd time, I think, right now. And the only thing I hate about Hulu is that there's ads like all the time. You have to be willing to watch commercials if you want to watch One Tree Hill, but like, I think I'm on season 2 or 3 of it. Honestly, it's not that bad. If you get through the commercials, you'll be fine, because One Tree Hill is such a good show. There's like so much going on. Nathan and Haley, they're the cutest couple, and I just can't wait till I get to the part where I don't want to spoil it. So the other show that's on Hulu that was on Netflix is The Secret Life of an American Teenager, which me and Jasmine would watch it at the same time and we would talk about it, and I haven't watched it in a while. And it's like, the main character is kind of awkward, but she gets pregnant when she's like 16 and then has a baby, but then she's not with the dad, and then the dad's with the girl that she doesn't like, but then they like switch boyfriend, and it's just, there's a lot going on, but it's like good and drama filled, and I feel like everyone gets attached to drama shows. So I think that's all that I have for shows and stuff, because I don't watch new shows, I just get attached. And oh wait, there is a new show. I watched The Society. There's only 1 season on Netflix, but it's kind of boring, but it's also really interesting, and it's about like teenagers who get taken from their town on a bus to a new town. Their parents aren't there, and they're like stuck there. They can't find a way home, and so it's like the teenagers are running their new world for themselves until they can find a way to make it back home and figure out how they got there and why they're there. And it's really good. I made it to the end and I didn't really see an issue with it. It's just like slow, like there's not too much happening at once, so like some of you guys would maybe be like disinterested in it, but I think it's pretty good. But that is all I have. I hope that if you haven't watched one, maybe you'll get bored and take up my advice and watch something that I said, because I want to help you be less bored in quarantine, and I thought this was maybe a good idea. Tell me if you end up liking them, I guess. Also comment, because I need new shows. Comment down below something that I should watch, because I'm running out of ideas, and it would be really helpful because I don't want to be bored and I just have nothing to do all day, and I want a new show to get into so that I can take a break from Criminal Minds, because I've been like binging it lately. So yeah, comment down below any new shows that you think that I would like. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a nice thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to hear my lovely voice more. Just kidding. I'm probably so annoying, like I hate this so much, but yeah, subscribe if you want, like, comment, all that good stuff. It would really be appreciated, and I'll see you soon with a new video.